Grizz Nation, it is time for another Grizz Game Day update. Today, the Grizzlies will take on the OKC Thunder for the third time in about a month. Joining me from OKC is Andrew Schlecht. Are you ready to talk about what to expect from the third matchup? I think this is the team that we've played the most this season so far.
Yeah, seen a lot of Grizzlies. I think it's the team the Thunder aren't too happy to see again, to be honest.
Why?
If this team fits. The Thunder play tight games mostly.
Mm-hmm.
They played a really tight one last night in Oklahoma City against the Minnesota Timberwolves. They played really tight on Wednesday against the Heat. And they don't quite match up well with the Grizzlies. And some of that's Dillon Brooks.
Mm-hmm.
Some of that's that they locked down the paint with Steven Adams, who the Thunder fans know really well. But man, they just give this Thunder team fits this year.
Well, that was going to be one of my questions for you, was that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander obviously having a massive season, 31 points per game, over 50% from the field he's averaging, but probably his two worst games have been against the Memphis Grizzlies / Dillon Brooks, where he was 6 for 18 in the first game, 4 for 14 in that second game. Are we expecting him to take that like as a personal like vendetta today, or is Dillon Brooks just the guy who can slow him down?
I think it's important for Shai to be able to adjust. Dillon's somebody, man, he locked down Chris Middleton the other night in surprising fashion, where like Middleton was rattled after that game. And you can't really rattle Shai. He's somebody that he's so stoic and just kind of mature for his age that he's tough to rattle. But if you're watching this team, so in the first matchup, he didn't hardly have any free throws and wasn't making shots either. So he scored in the teens. The last game, he took 19 free throws. So he made that adjustment. It's like, okay, now I know how they're going to guard me. If my shot's not going, let me at least get to the free throw line. So I'm really interested to see how he performs tonight. Can he get to the spots that Memphis is kind of leaving? So far, the answer is no. He can't. There's no spots that they're leaving. They have one of the best defenses in the league. So I'm interested to see how he adjusts again, because he made the adjustment. It's like, okay, I know where their hands are going to be. I'm going to make them foul me.
Draw the fouls. Yeah.
Now it's like, can he actually score on this team? Can he actually get buckets? So we'll see.
Yeah, and we always talk about how much Dillon kind of like plays up when he's playing against his Team Canada teammates. So this is one of those games where like you think he gets a little more up. You're talking about adjustments. Here's one adjustment from game 1 to game 2 that I'm curious what you think about for game 3. Game 1, the Thunder outscored the Grizzlies in the paint 56-46, and that is not how the Grizzlies play. Like the Grizzlies love to dominate that stat. So in the second game, it was 62-38, completely took over the key. What do you think the adjustments are for OKC moving forward to try and get more points in the paint?
The Thunder are pretty relentless in attacking the rim. It's not just Shai who leads the league in drives. It's Josh Giddey who really likes to score around the bucket. He likes a little it's like kind of a floater, but it's more like a flip shot that he likes to take in there. Jalen Williams likes to attack the rim as well, but they just don't have any size down low, and so it's tough. And they don't have any really good
size. They have size. They have height.
Yes, we know Poku's got some height. We've got some guys that are tall, but I mean, last night they were closing the game with Eugene Omarui as their center, and he's like 6'6". So they don't match up well, especially with Triple J and with Steven Adams. Like both those guys are tremendous defenders, really, really smart players, and the Thunder don't have the bigs to compete with them. So I mean, they want to get downhill, and they want to spray the ball out, and they want to get to the rim. This is just that team where it's like, what's the adjustment? Like there's not a great screen. So like probably the best screener on the team is probably Shai. And then after that, it's probably Jeremiah Robinson Earl, who's out with a bum ankle. You also have, this is one of the problems that the Thunder had in Memphis last time, was they were missing Lou Dort, who's one of their most aggressive players offensively and defensively. And they didn't have him. And there was nobody else really willing to get into the teeth of the defense besides Shai. And Lou kind of ignites that a little bit. He doesn't always make the best decisions, but he at least kind of gets the ball rolling with that. Now he's out. I assume that he's going to be out tonight. He hurt his hand last night.
And he's questionable, like as of right now, he's questionable, but he got hurt last night, right?
Yeah, he got hurt. He got hurt last night. So we didn't really get a big status update on him last night. If he's questionable, I don't know, Lou Dort's tough as nails. Like he may want to play. He may want to play tonight. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But it's a tough one. When it comes to adjustments, I think it's really just attack, like continue to attack, be relentless. Like Shai's going to be fearless. I think Giddey can be fearless. And then it's like who off the bench can get going? Like Aaron Wiggins. Can Aaron Wiggins get it going? He played really well last night. Can Trey Mann finally break out of the slump? Isaiah Joe. But offensively, they're limited. They're waiting on the guy who was picked number 2 to play next year. There's a lot of stuff going on in Oklahoma City, but a lot of it requires patience.
You had mentioned a couple of those names of the guys off the bench. The Grizzlies had 80 bench points in their last game, not against OKC, just their last game here at home. If you had to choose someone, who are like the big bench guys that we can expect to see some numbers from tonight?
It is a mystery, honestly. And some of it is like who they're going to start, because they don't start Jalen Williams every game. Sometimes if he's coming off the bench, it's him.
Okay.
Trey Mann hasn't played well in like 2 months. And so you'd like to say that it could be him, but I would go with Isaiah Joe. The guy has shot lights out this year. The Thunder need the floor spacing that he provides. And with the way that the Grizzlies collapse, like he'll be open for some shots. And so he played pretty well against the Grizzlies last time, didn't get a ton of shots, but if they can get him going, he's somebody that can light it up.
I like that one. Okay, my last thing for you before we go. Both teams top 10 scoring, both teams top 10 rebounding, both teams top 5 points in the paint. Take away the matchup of Shai versus Dylan and take away Ja/Dort, because we don't know if Lou's playing. If you had to choose one matchup that you were like, I am so excited to watch this part of the game, who would it be?
I think it's probably Jalen Williams versus, I don't know if it's like Conchar or Isaiah Williams may get a chance to play on him. David Roddy, maybe. I'd like to see David Roddy, like these two rookies, kind of go at it a little bit. I think Roddy's so much fun. He's such a different kind of guy, and the Grizzlies have a lot of those guys. With Santi's real different as well. Like they're just kind of fun to watch. But I'd say it's Jalen Williams against probably Conchar, who would start against him, and that's probably who will get the assignment. And so Williams has been so efficient all season. He gets to his spots. He can attack the rim. He had 2 monster dunks last night. And so if the Thunder are going to have a chance to win this one, obviously Shai's got to get it going, but they need somebody else. Like, where are the points going to come from? And he's one that if he's willing and can find 12 to 15 shots, which he's more around 8 or 9 per game, but if he can get 12 to 15 shots against this team just because they're just trying to shut the Shai valve off, then like perhaps like he could be a window to the Thunder having some success tonight.
All right. I like it. I mean, I hope not, but
right.
I like the thought process. Andrew, I appreciate you so much for coming on, and I'm excited for this game tonight. I mean, go Grizz, but I hope you have a good game as well.
It should be fun. Yeah. Thanks for having me.
And Grizzlies fans, if you did not travel to OKC like me, you can watch it on Bally Sports Southeast, and the Bally Sports Plus app. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. Central Time.